Hello there,
Oh,
Gia.
I'm
Oh, it's
telling
another
you,
yawn.
it
Jeez.
was one more yawn. I'm
Jeez.
sorry. It was a
Oh.
in triplicate yawning.
Yeah, that was
Anyway,
that was
sorry about that.
something.
But
Okay,
I'm
well,
here. I'm present.
you're
I'm
fully
here.
present. Yes,
I'm fully
me too.
present. I'm in the moment. Um,
Yeah, we're seizing the day.
I'm not looking at my phone. I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I
And I want
do.
to talk about General Hospital.
Let's talk about General Hospital, our
There's
beloved
a
soap
lot of
opera.
soapiness going on again, which I'm there for that.
I know you love the soapiness.
We've got a folder.
On what's his name, Drew?
Yeah, what's in the folder?
I like that tone. I don't know
She's
what
been
it.
waving the folder around for 2 episodes.
I
What's
know,
in it?
and she didn't really. Did she look at it, or did she
She
just
keeps
think it?
getting interrupted. I'm assuming she already knows something.
Do you think she
But
does? Okay, okay.
oh, you think she's got the folder and she's just going to look for stuff? Like,
I don't know. I'll tell you. During today's episode, the news interrupted because we have snow, so they had to tell us that there's
in
snow
case
coming
you're not
down.
looking out your window.
Yeah. Thanks. You know, look at
Thanks,
the
Captain
time,
Obvious.
people. Yeah, this is General Hospital time. You're
Yeah,
breaking into. You know.
it's snowing.
How about during that stupid show before General Hospital?
Yeah,
You know.
it's Maine and it's snowing like
Yeah.
newsflash.
So anyway, it seemed like before that happened and after that happened, like everything changed. Like suddenly Charlotte was at the police station, and all,
Oh,
and I was
okay.
like, wait a
Okay.
minute, what did I miss? But anyway, so I might have missed something if Portia
Oh, well, no, she
looked up.
hasn't revealed what's in the folder. I keep thinking
Uh
we were
huh.
going to be looking over her shoulder, but every
Yeah.
time somebody
Yeah.
comes in, and so
Okay.
she
Okay.
keeps tucking it away again.
Yeah.
Well,
Huh.
did you see when Ava came in and Portia was saying to Ava that she had this, file on Drew, and
Yeah.
Ava talked her out of that
Oh yeah, yeah,
somehow.
yeah. The HIPAA violation and everything. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I did see that. Yep.
So I'm just assuming she knows there's something in there that's worth violating, you know?
Well, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah. Right. And yeah, obviously he would trace it back to her if something
Yeah.
came out. Do you think it would it have to be like some sort of a genetic, like a blood type thing that proves he's not a real Quartermain or something?
Ooh,
Or
I really hadn't thought. I kept thinking it was some health thing or maybe some, I
like
don't
he has
know, some,
three testicles or something?
yeah, something embarrassing or something.
I like how you didn't miss a beat. Yeah, three
Yeah.
testicles. That's what I was thinking.
No, I was just thinking of something about, maybe something that would tarnish his career somehow. I don't know. I hadn't really
Yeah,
put much thought into what it could be.
right.
But yeah, we do have this emphasis on him, not being a Quartermain, or Tracy not wanting him to be a Quartermain.
Yeah, yeah, right. And I was also wondering when Ava put Nina and Portia together, which I liked. I liked that move
Yeah, I
also.
loved that. That was great.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think Portia fully appreciates how well Ava is advising her or some. Is that the way to put it?
I think, yeah. Ava was on fire today. Ava was like, if you look up savvy in the dictionary,
It'll be Ava.
Ava. I mean, she
Yeah.
looked savvy, everything she
Mhm.
said, and she was so
Mhm.
like cute and snarky when she was leaving, like, not my fight, and
Right, right. Yeah,
yeah.
which is also true. But yeah, I think she was really doing her best to protect Portia as much as she could, while at the same time helping her to figure out how to crush Drew. you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I like the girlfriend thing going on there.
Yeah, I know. It felt like sort of like a Witches of Eastwick kind of thing or something, like with all these
Yeah.
women like teaming up. And I was thinking, I hope somehow Carly gets pulled into this also, although she seems to be off in her own sort of personal hell right now.
Yeah, and we never got any sort of satisfaction out of the Carly, Nina,
Yeah.
teaming up.
Right. Right.
Nothing happened with that. So,
Yeah. That's
they
right.
kept titillating
Mhm.
us with they were going to team up and stop Willow, but then Carly got sucked into her own
Yeah.
storyline with the
Right.
plutonium,
Yeah.
the
Did you?
palladium poisoning.
I know I was going to look up polonium to see if that's a real thing, but I didn't have a chance. When she was talking to Lucas, Carly, when Lucas came in and was sort of reading her the riot act.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked. He was good. Also, he had a lot of good moments. I think today, especially, was it just today? Maybe I can't remember if he was on.
He was with Elizabeth.
Friday. Yeah, I liked him and Elizabeth putting their heads together, like the Nancy Drew Hardy Boy kind of deal there.
Yeah, that was cute. That was kind of cute.
And also when he was describing his one night stand to Elizabeth, I thought I liked his humility, his honesty. You know.
Yeah, he's very good. It's real polonium.
Okay, and is it really
metallic element discovered by Madame Curie in 1898.
What do you know?
Known for its high toxicity and alpha particle emission, making it a rare and dangerous substance with limited industrial applications. Named after her native Poland.
So how did she discover it? What didn't that lady do? Man,
I don't know.
Hot stuff.
I think, they might have picked that out because March is International Women's Month.
I know it is. It's a great time to be a woman. I did know. I don't want to tell you why or how I knew, but I did know.
That's intriguing. That's weird.
I know it is weird. I know. Also stupid. Because there's an International Men's Month also, of course.
There is, yeah, in case you started complaining.
Yeah. And I think the definition or the description of International Men's Month is supposed to highlight their unique challenges or something. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my gosh, it's present in tobacco. Tobacco users may have higher levels of polonium in their bodies. Higher.
Wow. I hope. I like to have a little polonium in my body.
A little polonium with my
soup. It's sort of like sass,
It's used in static eliminators, dust removal, neutron source, thermoelectric power. All right. So there you go. So it's real. It doesn't say anything about poisoning people with it.
No, but it did say it had a high level of toxicity, right?
Yeah. So. Yes. Extremely dangerous to humans.
Okay. So, maybe Madame Curie, Marie Curie, poisoned somebody accidentally, and she's like, "Whoops!" All right, note to self: polonium is highly toxic.
Well, here it does say here, what is it famous for? Links with possible assassinations.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Well. So,
that's interesting. I wonder who, famously, was assassinated with polonium.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gosh, yeah. Anyway, I'm getting lost in this polonium.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay. So anyway, where were we? Okay.
You were praising Lucas, and I agree. I'm liking this Lucas, and I think everybody is, and that's why he's getting more and more airtime.
Yeah. That's a good thing. But when he was talking to Carly, I liked when she was. What did she say about Jack? Like he's incredibly sexy or something. That was a bit of a stretch.
That was and it was one of the best nights of her life. So it's oh, come on.
Yeah, nobody believes that. And I like how he said something like seducing him by proxy or something like that. I don't remember exactly what Lucas said, but it's kind of funny.
I don't remember that.
Mm.
I was combing the honeycomb of my brain, and I couldn't find it.
Combing the honeycomb.
But yeah, I liked everything Lucas was bringing the last couple episodes.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it is getting tiresome. Everybody lecturing Carly, including Jason, because she's just not the type of person that's going to cave. I don't think, and it sort of just adds noise to her head.
Yeah, if anything, they're driving her, straight into his arms, like she us, because she's very oppositional, and so there's no way, she's gonna listen to any of them anyway.
Right.
But yeah, it's still not ringing true. The whole like their flirtation when it was the other actor was like I could maybe if it was still him, I could maybe see the like pledging of love and all that stuff, but it's not ringing true, and so it's like
no, right, yeah, like it's all seeming very sort of urgent, and not feeling that really. That she needs them, and I mean, she did say that it's not like they were getting married or something. That it's still early days. So,
and he reminds me of when he's dealing with Joss.
Who?
I'm gonna have to look him up. Do you remember like the handler on the $6 Million Man?
I do not.
I'm trying to think of his name. Let's see. Oscar Goldman. Oscar Goldman was his name, and he was like the like the guy that was in charge, who was sending Steve Austin out.
Right. Okay.
The company man kind of thing.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
That's what he reminds me of. And there was absolutely zero sex appeal to Oscar Goldman.
Okay, I believe that. I was a little sad that it looks like Valentine is going away, right? That we're not going to see him forever or for a while at least, I guess.
Right. But they didn't shut the door on seeing him ever again. So
no, they didn't. But unless he could somehow get sprung from Steinmauer or whatever it's called.
Steinmauer, yeah. Steinmauer. Perfect name for like whatever. It's got that real like heavy whiff of concentration camp.
It does,
Steinmauer.
Like nobody's having any fun there. Although I think it's I don't think he's like gonna have to like do any physical labor probably there. He'll probably have good Wi-Fi.
What kind of prison complex would it be? Like, what has he done? He's broken international
laws, I guess. Yeah, tried to kill Brennan, right? So that would throw him into Steinmauer, I guess. Steinmauer.
Yeah, I wonder if they have T-shirts. Like
that would be a good one, wouldn't it?
Like the WSB. Just does look cute in that. I like a long sleeve tee, Yeah. They're handy. Yeah. Not cold enough for a heavy shirt.
Right.
Not warm enough for a regular T-shirt.
Yeah. There's definitely a season for the long sleeve T-shirt.
Turn.
Again, tiresome Joss's training sort of routine.
Like, the appeal of that was over with after the first two times.
I'm going to say even just the first time was enough for me. I like to continuously taunt her and act like she's going to break. She's not strong enough. It's like I don't know how much more of that I can take.
Yeah, and I know we're supposed to be feeling some kind of sexual tension with the guy. Otherwise, they would have paired her up with some very ugly old, like, retired Marine or something.
That would be more interesting, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah. But instead, they like pair her up with a hot guy her own age.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Vaguely gonna be reminiscent of Dex, but not really.
Not really. No, he seems a little bit, to me, he seems a little bit more like Jagger.
Which Jagger? Original
The
Jagger?
last,
Or
the one that, one you like, with the beautiful, right, with the beautifully feathered hair.
The ABBA Jagger.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, this guy has zero sort of, I mean, I guess he's not supposed to be likable, but there's nothing appealing about him, really.
His pants are nice.
The one, yeah, she had the same pants the other day. Yeah, those sort of cargo with a drawstring, right? Which was interesting, I thought. But yeah,
that might be my next pant. Maybe I need a drawstring.
Okay, okay.
Maybe it's time to admit that I need the slip-on Skechers and a drawstring pant.
Shoes that you don't have to bend over to put on.
Right. There's even shoes that are like, what are they called? Dudes or duds or something like that? That are like super wide open, like they look kind of like a shoe, but I mean,
yeah,
like even lazier looking than Skechers.
That's your next shoe, maybe, you think?
It might be, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, that
drives me nuts though about shoes, like, and I'd like to know if other people out there experience this. So I still wear like running shoes, even though I don't run. I walk a lot, so I'm wearing like Sauconys or Sauconys or
Sauconys,
which has been my shoe of choice since like high school, probably.
Yeah.
My athletic shoe. I cannot get the lace tension the same on both feet. Drives me nuts. What are you supposed to do? And so you like stop, you fix one, and then it's like, oh, now that's tighter than the other. Do you notice shit like this, or is this just my own little hell that I've created?
I'm so glad you create hells for yourself too.
I would like to go for my walk, but I can't get my laces the same.
I have had that myself. That not, what is it, like a, I'm at a loss for words for some reason, but yeah, where one's tighter than the other.
Yeah, along the top of your foot, not just tension. I mean, maybe like somebody build a better mousetrap where the I don't know. Like, I guess the pre-laced sneaker that doesn't tie would have to have the same.
Yeah, true. Although, like, if one of your feet is maybe slightly bigger than the other, is that playing into this?
It could be. I'll have to study them.
Okay. I wish you would. I'm not sure why you haven't already.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
do you have any sort of bunions developing on either foot?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
But it could be, like I'm like maybe in my right foot, because I'm right-handed. Maybe the right side of my body is enlarging or something.
Well, I know we can just feel our listeners like falling away. Goodbye and thank you.
This is the minutia that kind of like, occupies a portion of my brain, and
a large portion.
Not proud of it,
Well, no, but I think probably other people struggle with this. I do have a bit of a bunion forming on my left foot, and I'm a lefty, and I know socks feel tighter.
I forget you were a lefty.
Yeah,
so much.
I guess it does. But still, I don't know that the size of your foot would really affect how tight. I mean, maybe the whole shoe just would feel tighter.
I think it's just operator error, really.
Okay. Yeah.
I admit that. But anyway, I'm done with that. We can move on.
Okay. Well, I hope that you feel lighter having shared that.
A little bit. Yeah. We'll see how it goes tomorrow morning.
Okay. If you need to hop on tomorrow so we can talk about it again.
Yeah. Well, let me know. The other thing that doesn't help is that frequently when I'm headed out the door after I've suited up for my exercise, my husband refers to me by my father's name, and that's
that doesn't help.
just not. I don't know. I mean, I've earned it. I think I do favor him, and then when I'm
So he calls you Jack.
Yep, sometimes.
That's cute. I didn't know that. Do you call him by his mother's name sometimes?
No. Occasionally by his father's, though.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's more like his dad, isn't he?
He's way more like his dad.
Yeah.
We're both like our dads.
You're very, very lucky. You're like your mom too, though.
Yeah, but not in all the like wonderful ways. I just like inherited a lot of anxiety. And low confidence. But
oh dear.
No. Anyway,
okay, here we are.
I agree that the Josh WSB training needs to move along or something.
Do we even know what that guy's name is?
I don't think so.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah, and how awkward was that, finding out like your mom's sleeping with your new
Yeah, that seemed uncool. I mean, and also it seemed like even Carly, when she was talking to other people or explaining what happened, she didn't seem at all shy to let everybody know that she'd been in his room and that he was in the shower, and I guess she's feeling like she's hot stuff for sleeping with a spy.
I guess so, but we all know that it's not the same guy that it was. So
yeah, we all know it's a new actor.
Yeah, it's a new guy. Who there's been a video circulating of him with singing to his little baby in real life, and so a lot of people are like, "Oh, I love him now. Oh, I love him." Which
that's not very spy-like. It is sweet.
No, but so I don't. Maybe there's a campaign going to keep this guy.
I'm okay with keeping him. I just, the relationship isn't really.
I said before, I think they need to rewrite for the new guy's characteristics. It's just so different from the original guy. But anyway, speaking of guys that are different, how did you like the scene with Drew and Nina where he says, "You're still pining away from me"?
Doesn't want anybody else to have him.
Yeah. Do you think he said that like with a straight face? Like, was that?
I think so. And it's too bad she couldn't. That was very rich.
So rich.
Too bad she couldn't throw up on demand, because that would have been a perfert time for her to throw up on him. It would have been
funny if she just like fallen down on the floor laughing, like flexing her stomach, oh my god, like stop. You're killing me. You're killing me. But and speaking of, so in more soapy stuff, what was she doing in the safe? Like, I was like, okay, money, like, oh, is she taking money? Oh no, she's putting money in there. Oh no, what was she doing? What was she looking for?
I think she was looking for some sort of secret, some sort of dirt that she could use against him.
So we don't think she knows something. She was just sleuthing.
Yeah, she was just hoping, I think, that she'd stumble onto something, and that's where like the weather forecast interrupted, because one minute she's looking in the safe, and then when they came back, he was talking to her about looking in the safe, and I was like, what? So he caught her, but he didn't seem that fazed about it. So
yeah, I don't think we saw him catching her. We just see her trying to leave, and then not realizing he's in the other room.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
But so we guessed that she didn't actually find anything because it's in Portia's file.
right, yeah. So
anyway, I just feel like we do have quite a few little like hidden things right now, and that's soapy, and I like that. Like,
that's true. We do have those things, don't we?
We're wondering, what is it about Drew? What what could it be?
Yeah.
Well, or something something in well, it wouldn't be in his military record if it's a medical file. It's a medical file, right?
Right.
Like maybe a mental health breakdown or something that
possibly, yeah, that's possible.
I don't know what Portia would be able to do with that.
I don't know either. So I don't know how long we're going to have to wait before we find out what's in that file.
And if that were the case, that would make her appear very cruel to.
True. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yes.
What did you think of the politician they brought in?
I don't like that guy at all. At all. And I don't like that he is gunning for Laura. That makes me uncomfortable, and I think Drew is gonna join forces with him. Yeah.
Yeah, he seemed pretty slimy, and Jordan just threads
yeah, which is good that she knows what's what with that guy. But yeah. Did you like him?
I'm hoping he's not gonna be a
regular. Yeah, I know.
I'm feeling like going the political route.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like General Hospital should read the room a little bit.
Yeah, because this is the last thing I think, at least I want, is a political story.
Everybody's had enough politics on a daily basis, no matter what your
affiliation.
Yeah, it's like we are up to here and then some with politics.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's helpful.
Give us unicorns and rainbows.
Yeah, sparkle ponies. We just want to escape to a world where there's love and passion and
secrets
scandal.
And blackmail and backstabbing, but not politics.
I was thinking if somehow you and I became like the head writers on General Hospital, how different my version would be from yours. I would want everybody just sitting around drinking coffee and talking. And you would.
I know. What would the show be? Would it be like, maybe it would be like Seinfeld's comedians in cars getting coffee, like that?
Yeah, that would be my version of General Hospital. You would want a little more soapiness, so we'd have to negotiate. Like I'd allow you to have one murder per season, maybe.
My version, I think I would want to have like surreal stuff going on too. I would like to have like
dream sequences, ghosts talking to maybe characters come back from the dead.
Maybe alternate, universes. Like sort of a constant. You're not sure which world you're in, kind of thing.
Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, I could get on board with that. I think.
Yeah. A little more fantasy elements, I guess, but
I would like to even lean into the absurdity of things.
Yep, the absurdity would be good. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that would work for me. Speaking of Sparkle Pony, you posted something on Facebook about a pinto
horse
that needed rescuing, and I thought, oh my god, if I call her up and I hear a little in the background. She's got that pinto pony in her kitchen.
That's where I'd have to keep him.
I was like, oh God, no. Don't do it.
No, I don't know how to take care of a horse. You got to do stuff with the hooves and stuff, and that wouldn't be possible for me, I don't think.
Stuff with the hooves, yeah. It did look like it was like 18 years old, and it looked like it was in really good shape, though.
Yeah, it did look like a nice horse. Yeah.
I can't take it either, but I was like, oh,
I know.
Jesus. When she starts posting the rescue animals, look out.
I know. I'm trying really hard.
Look out.
Not to pull the trigger on any more animals because I can't do that right now.
Anyway, I like the idea of us becoming co-head writers, and we probably would need a third to help us.
Right.
Not just drive it right into the ground immediately.
Point taken.
Maybe your friend that's a writer,
Adam, you think?
Adam,
Yeah. That man, we would drive him nuts. I think he would be like, "You can't." I feel like every day he would say, "You can't do that. No, you can't do that. That's not going to work." But maybe not. Maybe he would indulge us. He did work on that reboot of Fantasy Island, and I feel like that's a little bit like what you're envisioning. Maybe.
Yeah.
So.
You remember that movie? Was it called Being or Becoming John Malkovich?
Yeah.
That had like a portal to another world that was very satisfying.
Yeah.
Going on. It was bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wouldn't want bizarre all the time, I guess, but I would just, if some character was having a thought, I'd like to go ahead and like go with that. Maybe.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
Man, I really wish this could happen because I think it would.
Could dream big. Is there a contest? You're always talking about the contest winners.
We are, yeah. Well, I was thinking, Gia. There's that new soap called Beyond the Gate?
Yeah, I'm watching it. Isn't it same time as Hospital?
It might be. I've been recording it. I was thinking I would like to try to watch it. It got panned by a lot of people initially, but I was thinking you gotta give a soap time, I think, to establish itself.
The characters.
Yeah. So I think those criticisms were probably premature, but maybe if they pull writers from General Hospital or the other soaps, then there would be an opening for us.
We just slide right in.
We might need to make up resumes.
What resume isn't made up, really?
True. Anyway, we're getting way off topic.
Oh, okay. All right. Who else do we need to talk about?
I would like to talk a little bit about Lucky and Elizabeth, if I may.
Oh, wasn't that nice?
I did think that was very nice, him coming home with a box from Eckert's, the bakery.
Yes, that was, yep. That's always a good way to start. Yeah.
A good always. You have my attention, sir. You can do a lot of things now. With me, to me.
You laid the groundwork.
I'm listening. Yeah. But I liked when she was giving him neck rub because he was sore from sleeping on the couch. But I liked and it's just a small thing, but she said something like, maybe next time you can sleep upstairs. And instead of saying anything, they just...
the look on his face. Yeah, he had this look like, hey.
Well, yeah, it was just sort of like, it was nice. I mean, it was like not just like lecherous or anything. It was just like, it just felt like a nice choice not to have any words come out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Just to have his face tell the story.
They feel kind of right together.
Yeah, they do.
And so I hope they don't have some, I hope they give us some happiness there. And just
that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I love her sweater, too, that sort of celery green thing that was, it was kind of a turtleneck, but it didn't really, have a turtle line, it just went straight up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still couldn't wear it, but it looked
cute. Me neither. Yeah. I do like both of them. And did he look like he was a little cleaner? Like his hair wasn't as greasy? Or is that just the donut?
A little cleaner today.
Maybe that was the Eckert's box talking.
I'm liking it. You look a little... Did you shower? Is there a product there? Or did you remove a product? You might have just not used a product.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. His hair looked like it wasn't weighed down with anything.
Yeah. That could happen. I mean, I have this it's old school, but it's do you remember VO5? I think it's VO5. A little tube of an emollient or something. And
okay.
I absolutely love the smell of it. I just I love it. And so sometimes I use a little too much and my hair just looks sort of greasy, but it smells so
wonderful.
Good. And maybe that's what happened there. Yeah, it's got a kind of a musky sort of patchouli a little bit.
I see. Okay.
I know you don't like that.
I'm not sure I do, but I don't think I've ever smelled that on you, have I?
No, probably not, because I know that you get migraines if anybody even uses soap. So, I had an ad in my Facebook feed today, and it was a capsule wardrobe plan.
No way.
It was a Walmart ad, and it was like a festival. You're going to a music festival kind of thing, and so one outfit was like it was all based on a black bodysuit, which just looked like a black bathing suit, and then you could wear a 3-tiered long skirt, which is always or then the next day you could wear this little jeans mini skirt with it, and and it had 2 different pairs of shoes, and I almost sent it to you, but I know you don't like getting messages and stuff. So.
Well, so this was a capsule wardrobe for
that's what they said. Yeah, it was like there were like 17 pieces. Yeah. Yep.
That seems like a weird combination, because capsule wardrobe to me is for I don't know, business, like a businesswoman. But I guess it could be for any sort of.
If I can find it again, I'll send it to you. Capsule.
I don't put Walmart and capsule wardrobe together.
That was what cracked me up. But even Walmart is jumping on the bandwagon. Wardrobe.
They really do hear everything we talk about, don't they?
I know. Festival. Let's see if 2025. Let's see if anything comes up. Talk amongst yourselves there.
I don't know what to talk about now. Let me think. What else?
There's YouTube things with capsule Walmart Spring 2025 capsule. 16 minutes long. I can't watch it now, but I'm
my God! No.
Budget luxury. I mean, if anybody uses budget luxury, it's us.
I'm trying to boycott Walmart these days.
What have they done? Oh no!
I think they're just on the list of all the companies that are getting rid of.
Hard. Is anybody vetting these lists? Because
I know, because it's like everybody's on the list
everybody's
now.
On the list. Where are you supposed to go?
I guess you can go to Costco. I don't have a Costco near me, but I think they're still okay.
This is for you. This is aimed at you. Dress like a rich mom on a budget.
Like a rich mom, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the look I'm going for.
Rich
Oh boy! If I don't have to get out of the car, I'm wearing my jammies.
Well, that's very hip and now. That's now.
I don't know if it should be encouraged, though. I don't like seeing people in their jammies at the store.
What about on an airplane? Because that's kind of.
Oh, Gia.
That's like you sound like my grandmother. She would have been horrified to see what people wear on flights.
Yeah. Man, we're getting off topic again. Willow, I don't know if there's much new to say about Willow, except that she's
stupid.
She's stupid, and I don't know that we're seeing enough. I don't know if there even are genuine moments between her and Drew, but there's not enough to really convince me that she's got evidence to back up her feelings for Drew.
No, really. I mean, maybe we need to see them actually enjoying each other's company so we can believe something.
Yeah, it feels like he's always playing her. Like whatever he's saying to her is with some agenda in mind, right?
Asking him to promise her that her kids won't be taken away.
Yeah, seriously.
It's pretty stupid.
Very stupid, yeah.
Yeah, she got a haircut. It looked like hair looked nice, but yeah, she's just basically being as oppositional as Carlio is. Like as soon as somebody says with Drew, she's like, I'm moving in with Drew, and Drew's a liar. Drew's the most honorable man I've ever met.
Yeah.
He does so much good in the world. And...
So you would throw a piece of cheese at her head then?
Oh yeah. So if you didn't listen last week, it was discovered that Keisha had not seen the videos of the babies having slices of cheese thrown at their heads too.
And I have to believe that a lot of people have not seen those videos.
They're like, those videos are like 5 or 8 years old or something. They've been throwing cheese slices at babies.
Is it an Olympic sport yet?
I hope so. I mean,
that would have been a good one for Paris. Fromage.
Yeah, fromage. American fromage. Yeah. I saw an ad for a product the other day, and I'm on board with this. It was a chocolate slice, like in a wrapped thing, just like a cheese slice. Like, wouldn't that be handy?
Really? Yeah. Well, how is that different from a chocolate bar?
Well, it would be thinner. Like, say you want to make like kind of a chocolate toast or something, you know?
Oh, interesting.
Like
chocolate toast.
Yeah. That'd be good.
That's a little bit like Nutella, which I don't understand.
But you don't even have to spread it. You just put the
slice in, and I feel like Nutella, they're missing the boat with Nutella. I think
who's missing the boat?
The Nutella people themselves. I don't think they're marketing it properly, because I don't know if I want Nutella
it at all.
Right. Well, that's the thing. When they do, they act like you want it on toast or something. But it seems like they need to make a version that's a better, like to put on ice cream or something. Like that's not so.
Oh, that's
thick.
More melty.
Yeah.
I knew of an incident in high school where a girl used it for a kind of dirty purpose and put it on something
on a wiener.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like that should be in a commercial too.
For marketing, you know.
I think you could. I would try.
Various YouTube channels.
Perhaps. Yeah. Naughty Nutella. I mean, man, why not? You know.
Yeah. The alliteration alone.
Yeah. It's almost in the name. While we're speaking of that. Okay. Let's see. I was going to say that while we're talking about our international friends, I want to just go through some of our countries that are listening right now.
Oh, okay. Shout out to the countries. All right.
Shout out to the okay. So we have the U.S. Virgin Islands, which I think we've had in the past, maybe, but that's always interesting. Maybe somebody on vacation, I guess. Italy, France, Denmark, Spain, the Bahamas, Japan, Hungary. Hungary seems like it might be a new one.
We're around the world. We're international. We're like the House of Pancakes.
We are. I think we're more international than the International House of Pancakes.
The International House of Pancakes. I don't know if is it of the same. How do you differentiate between that and the Waffle House?
Well, they're different. I think
waffles and pancakes, but is one actually classy or something? The international.
No, I don't think so. We also have Bangladesh, which I think we've had in the past. New Zealand, Czech Republic, UK, Portugal, which is always our lovely friend in Portugal. Malaysia's right up there with Portugal as far as downloads, and then Ukraine and Canada, and then the U.S. of course with the most listeners.
That's very cool. That's
quite a cross section, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Around the world. So thank you, everybody.
Have a meetup somewhere and throw cheese at each other or something.
Fromage.
Did you like the tortilla challenge? I've forgotten that they have to fill their mouths with liquid and then smack each other with the tortilla. I've forgotten that part of it because that makes it more fun, you know.
Sure, yeah. It's all good work these people are doing. Just like us.
Well,
we're all adding.
Anyway.
All of this needs to be funnier, so I think mission accomplished to them. Yeah.
To get back to our actual program, or is it time to go? Are we done?
Oh, no, we've got a few more minutes, and we've lost everybody half an hour ago, so anyway, whatever.
Did you want to say anything about like Lulu and Charlotte at the police station, or Anna and Valentine, or any of that interaction?
Thank you for asking, Gia. I will say this: when Lulu approached Alexis with her heartfelt apology and thanks, I got a little choked up there. That was.
I confess I had to think about what was going on there. Like, I honestly, I've already forgotten Sam.
I know. I know. I think I had to take a second too, and then once I remembered.
I was touched by it also. Yeah, it was
that's the Lulu I want to see more of, I think.
And the Alexis too.
Yeah, the softer Alexis also. Yeah. Uh-huh. And I like that Alexis hugged her and kept saying, "You don't have to say this," Yeah, that was good.
So that was nice. And Lulu was also, she wasn't too hard on Charlotte. I felt like she was pretty understanding. Like initially she wanted to take her right away, and then she she relented in a fairly classy way. She
fairly classy, yeah. And Alexis did throw in that little sort of dig, like some of us don't get a chance to say goodbye or something like that.
I didn't notice that was. Oh, that's yeah. Maybe she didn't mean it like a dig, though.
Right. I know. I wanted to believe that she didn't mean it that way. And maybe she didn't, but it was effective, I guess, however she meant it. And that was the right thing to do. I mean, that would have been awful for Lulu not to let Charlotte say goodbye.
To let Charlotte. Yeah.
She has to believe that Charlotte would feel, terrible if she didn't see him one more time.
And Charlotte's such a believable teenager. She does a really good job of being a teenager, an overwrought teenager.
Yeah, she seems like actually like the kind of kid who, like, if in a different world, a different set of circumstances, she would be like one of those popular kids, who's sort of snobby.
Oh, definitely. That's how she seems. Yeah, but she ended up on the run with her father.
Yeah, so she's sort of awkward and out of place everywhere, it seems like, and I don't know which Charlotte she'll become now that she's back in town for a while,
Yeah, she's definitely kind of been damaged, but she would have been one of the mean girls, like
because wasn't she back when in school? Was she the one who was she picking on Aiden, or was
she was the bully? Yeah, she was bullying Aiden. Yep.
Aiden, right? So they're supposed to be the same age, yet she doesn't look a day over 30.
Yeah, when you say it like that, like imagine a scene where she and Aiden are together, and it's like, hey, how you doing? You remember homeroom together? Like it'd be so funny.
Were you my teacher?
Yeah. You think they're like keep them apart purposely so nobody knows this Aiden is like 30 years old.
Oh man, they really created a problem for themselves.
I know. I feel bad for that kid. He's that guy. He's doing the best he can, but that man,
that older man, that middle-aged man. Anywho, so that
I also was sorry to see Valentine go. I hope he work him back in at some point. I bet they will.
I hope so. Yeah, I like his current look. Like I thought he was looking kind of dashing.
I think that mustache is a little heavy. I keep thinking he's going to do like a fake French accent. And
Right. That's possible. Always possible with Valentine. Yeah. And I kind of like him and Anna. Their dynamic is kind of interesting still.
Yeah. Speaking of dynamic, did you make anything of the handhold between Carly and Jason there at the end of that scene where he was, he was tearing up about how he would kill. Everything happens.
Right. Yeah, I don't know that I made anything up. You mean like still some sort of lingering feelings between them?
Right. Yeah. Do you think they were going that direction, perhaps?
I don't know. I mean, it does seem a little strange that they kind of never had like an in between time, right? Where they were really like either growing apart or acknowledging that they weren't going to be a couple. You know what I mean? After they.
Well, so you mean when Sonny
came back? Yeah, it seemed like
they just had to separate.
Yeah. So I don't know where all those feelings went.
Right.
And the show didn't seem to know.
I'd be kind of cool with them reigniting that.
Yeah, I think I would too. Yeah. Although I also like that she and Sonny have such a good relationship right now.
Yeah.
Even though it does seem like it's platonic at this point.
Yeah, but
right.
I was so like, I actually was really like broken up when that marriage didn't happen, the Carly and
Jason, yeah. They had
kind of a slow burn with that, and the whole like thing where she demanded that she wanted a real marriage if they were going to do it, And
they did a good job building that up, didn't they? And then
I was on board.
Yeah. Hmm.
Well.
Yeah, and I could see how it would kill Jason that she's, all in with Brennan,
Yeah.
who is really just not quite the opposite of him and Sonny, but definitely, like almost like going for another gang member, like with a different mobs, family. Right. One of the 5 families.
And geez, when the fact that he recruited Joss is really
yeah.
Wow, yeah. That's gonna be something.
Yeah, it is. And they're making it seem like Joss is capable of keeping a secret and is strong enough not to be tempted to spill the beans.
Yeah, oh yeah, Joss is strong. We know.
She's strong, so how would that come about? How would they discover?
I don't know, but Carly will send Oscar Goldman packing, I think.
She sure would. Yeah, she would kick him in the nuts first and then send him packing. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I guess we'll just have to watch and find out.
I guess we will, Gia. That's all we can do.
I think we'll both put a little thought into our capsule wardrobes before our next episode here.
Are you giving us an assignment? Do I need to describe, let's say, 5 pieces of my essential capsule wardrobe next time?
Yeah, you can post them on our Facebook page or something.
With pictures.
Maybe actually pull things out of your actual wardrobe and take pictures of them. Show us what constitutes your capsule wardrobe.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to give that some thought. That's an interesting assignment, and then you'll have to do the same, though. Let's say, all right, if we're gonna do this, 5 pieces. Can we come up with 5 pieces that would be like the backbone of our capsule wardrobe?
All right.
Okay.
And then people could join in and put pictures of their capsule wardrobe.
Yeah, and this isn't the entire. This isn't everything in the capsule, but it's like the core, the foundation, I guess.
Right, exactly.
Okay. Yes. All right.
Okay, good times.
Thank God I don't have anything better to do.
Like work.
Yeah. Oh, boy. All right.
Okay, well, have a good night, everybody. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you in a few days.
Yeah, okay. You have a good night, Gia.
Okay, see ya.
All right, bye.